Hello everyone, I'm back again to do another video. Today's video is going to be my, June 2014 wrap-up video, and I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... I read 7 books in the month of June, and I think that's really good because, well, I was only managing 6, so I managed to read one more, and I also read about 100 pages of another book, but I'm not going to include this because I didn't actually finish that book, so yeah, let's get started. The first book I read last month was Divergent by Veronica Roth. This has been in my possession for, I would say, over 2 years now, and because I'm a bad person, I had yet to read it. I don't know whether I was put off a bit by its size, because it's kind of daunting, or the fact that it's so overly hyped, this book, but I was a little hesitant to actually read it. But I picked it up and I actually really enjoyed it. It was absolutely fantastic. I sped through it in just a couple of days. It was amazing, really incredible, and I had to go out and buy the sequel straight away because, I mean, I just had to. This was a really awesome book. Everything about the world building and the characters is just brilliant and beautifully done, and Veronica Roth's writing is amazing, and I loved this book, and I can't wait to find out what happens next. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars, so yeah. After that, I picked up Shadowkiss by Richelle Mead. This is the 3rd book in the Vampire Academy series, and I really enjoyed this one too. I read this one also really quickly. I really enjoyed this. I love the Vampire Academy series so far. Richelle Mead's writing is brilliant and fantastic, and the cliffhanger at the end of this one killed me. I had to... it just killed me. Can't wait to pick up the next one and see what happens next, because, wow, this series is just getting better and better, and it's amazing, and I just love it. So yes, I also gave this 5 out of 5 stars. It was just brilliant. I loved it, and I'm not going to say anything else because it is the 3rd book in the series. And then I picked up The Winner's Curse by Marie Rudkowski? Not sure if that's how you pronounce her last name. And I've heard so many great things about this book, and I was also a little hesitant about starting it because I was worried that it wouldn't live up to the expectations. Well, live up to my expectations, but it did. It was really great. The Winner's Curse is about a girl who is the general's daughter, and she is obviously very rich, and she buys a slave at an auction, and she just starts to slowly fall in love with him. He may be falling in love with her too, but he is keeping a big secret. And this was just an amazing book. It was fantastic and beautifully written. I love the scenes and everything, and just perfect. It was just wonderful. I can't remember what I thought was wrong with this because there was something, but I'm not entirely sure, which is why I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars, you know, a 4.5 instead of a 5. But I really did enjoy this, and it was just brilliant. And yeah, I also have a review of this on my blog. If you would like to read it, I will leave the link down below. Then I picked up Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. This is also another book that I was a bit worried about because everyone loves this book and everyone seems to be giving it so many great star rating 4s and 5s, and I was a bit worried that it just would not live up to the expectations. My hand is cramping because I am just a bit paranoid. I got sent this for a review though, and I had to pick it up. It was amazing. It was so sweet and interesting and cute, and I really related to Kath, the love interest Levy in this book. It was just really sweet and interesting. I love seeing Kath's character develop and grow over the course of this book, and it was just brilliant and beautiful, and I gave this 4.5 stars, and there's also a review of this on my blog. I will leave the link down below if you want to check it out. The next book I read last month is The Selection by Kiera Cass. This is the 1st book in the Selection trilogy, and I was not expecting to love this book as much as I did. Okay, I was expecting to love it a lot, but I didn't expect to fly through it and immediately need to pick up the 2nd one. Seriously, I did not. I thought it'd just be a fun, cute read, but I actually really enjoyed it. It was fun, like I said, it was cute, it was interesting, it was fast-paced. I loved America, the main character, and everything about her, and the whole process of this entire book is just fantastic. But it was a really good book. I flew through it. Like I said, I love Prince Maxon. He is a lovely character. But yes, I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. So yes, and it has such a beautiful cover. And because apparently I have no self-restraint at all, I then picked up The Elite by Kiera Cass, which is the 2nd book in the Selection trilogy. Yes, I only recently hauled this, and technically it was at the bottom of my to-be-read pile, but because of this selection book, I had to pick up the next one. And I also flew through this very quickly. And yes, I loved it just as much. Apparently people say America was supposed to be more annoying in this book, but I didn't think she was that different. I mean, she was a little bit irritating because she was like, oh, is it gonna be him, or is it gonna be him? I love you and I like him, and but it wasn't too bad considering. I also gave this 5 out of 5 stars, and I'm not gonna speak any more about it because I don't want to give away any spoilers. But yes, and because I also, again, have no self-restraint, I actually have already bought The One, which is the 3rd and final book in this trilogy. But I'm going to try putting off reading it for a while, just because, well, I don't want this trilogy to end. And the 7th and final book that I read last month is Fool Me Twice by Mandy Hubbard. This was a really adorable and cute and quirky read about this girl who gets nastily dumped by her boyfriend. The summer afterwards, they are both working on a ranch together again. Landon, her ex, falls off a horse and hits his head, and he has amnesia and he does not remember breaking up with her. So Mackenzie and her best friend decide that they're going to make a bit of a fool of him, try and make him fall in love with her, and then break his heart. So yes, this is a really quick, fun and interesting read, and I really loved it. It is quite juvenile in its own type of way, but there's nothing wrong with it. It was just a fun, interesting and cute read, and I recommend anyone who loves a bit of contemporary just to pick this one up because it was very good, and I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. So yes, those are the 7 books that I read last month. I am very pleased with myself and looking forward to, and I'm looking forward to reading more this month because I have lots of books to read and I'm just not getting through them as quick as I hoped I would. So yes, I think that's it for today. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great week, and I'll have another video up for you soon. Happy reading. Bye. I'm all over the place, but it's a weird day. It's a weird day. So yes, those are the, ooh, my arm's not gonna do it. And the 7th and final book, and I loved the love interest in this. Ren, he was just, not Ren, I forget his name. And Veronica, she's like a younger version. She's like a slightly different version of me, but probably with, I don't know, glasses and skinny. I don't know. Kath is a huge fan of writing fan fiction, and I also read and write fan fiction. I don't know where I'm going with this. I really don't. There's a fly in here and it's annoying me. Ooh, a bit too close. Shoo, shoo. How you doing?